Hi guys, Chox here and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to do spring themed cupcakes. Come check it out. So for these spring cupcakes, I have decided to use little cupcake wrappers with flowers on them because they're pretty. And then I have just a couple of bags set up here. Some red, yellow, orange, green, white. And we're going to start off just flat icing the top of that. So let's see how that's done. I have a bag here that I've just cut the end off of. And we're just going to put a little bit of icing on top of this and smooth it out so we have a nice base to start icing our cupcakes on. Around it goes. Take a palette knife, spatula, a little butter knife if you have one, whatever. Just smooth it out a little bit. If you don't have a spatula, you can use a butter knife. Just use the not serrated edge of it, the flat edge. It'll work just the same. See? Sometimes even easier because there's less to control. Okay, so on the spring themed cupcakes, I am going to do tulips with a round tip, about this size. This says it's a 10. So also because I've got one round tip, I am using a coupler because I need this round tip in green for the stems, and I've got yellow, orange, and red that I want to use and make tulips with. So we're going to start with the green with the stem, and we're going to start holding our bag tight, twist it around a couple of times. Got it good. Make sure there's no air in there. And just do a straight line up. Straight line up. Straight line up. Now this is the time consuming part. I need to take this off, wash it out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we have our stems, I am going to just show you quickly the shape we're going to make these tulips happen. It's going to be 3 petals facing us, and with our round tip, just pretend this is a round tip, we're going to practice. I'm going to point and make a U and kind of pull that one up, and then we're going to go right up the middle with the round tip. So while this doesn't look proper because it's made with such a small tip, we just practiced our shape. So we're going to make a U and then pull it right up the middle and cover the green line. Easy peasy tulips. Let's go. Okay, so I'm also starting off with the lightest one because I'm just going to switch out the coupler really fast and let streaks of the previous icing come through. So I'm working from lightest to darkest. So I'm going to go yellow, orange, red, and there should be streaks of each one as I go along. So the first one's going to be yellow. I'm going to do that U shape. And then right up the middle. Trying my best to cover up that green. So it's a cute little tulip. Now I'm just going to take the coupler off. It's not really good to change your couplers over your work either. I'm just doing it here to show you what it's like. I'm just going to squeeze out until it becomes orange. There we go. And then I'm going to make that U shape again. And then right up the middle. Boom. There we go. Changing out the coupler. Actually, I'm actually changing the bag instead of the coupler, or the tip. So there we go, onto the red bag, and I'm just going to squeeze this out. There we go, we have red. Okay, and on this last tulip, making the U shape. U. And this one I'm just going to have to do, I guess, a couple of lines up the middle. It's a very happy flower. Finish that off by touching it a little bit. If we wanted to, we could go back and do that on the other ones. I think I want to on the orange one. Not too sure about the yellow one. Well, this one's going to be really 3D. Look at that. Smoothing it out. There we go. So if you end up with one also that you don't really like, don't worry about it. Because you know you fix it. You take your butter knife off. There you go. And you just work the other side off. And give it a new flat ice and we'll try again. There we go, see? No problem. So I'm just going to do this one a little bit backwards. Add a couple of petals in there. Smooth it with my finger. If you need to get the icing out really quick in the same color, just poke your finger through and that'll give you the rest of your icing. Just put it in your bin. If you need to get the icing out really quick in the same color, just poke your finger through and that'll give you the rest of your icing. Just put it in your bin. And then we'll just do this. There we go. And I'll go find my grass tip. Just to give it some little texturing. Let's add some grass at the bottom. And there we have a nice, beautiful set of spring tulips. Using a round tip and a grass tip. And now for the other three. Okay, so for the last of these spring cupcakes, I want to do grass, sunshine, and clouds. So in my green bag, I've got my grass tip going on here. And I'm just going to do that squeeze and pull motion down here at the bottom on each of the cupcakes. Fill it in with some grass. Now next, I have my yellow tip, or my yellow bag, and I have a little writing tip on there. It's a number 4, but it doesn't matter. It's just a little writing tip. And I'm going to draw a circle and my sunshine. So I'm going to do one here, and then those sun rays coming right out, squeezing and pulling. So simple to make a nice little theme set of cupcakes. This little circle. You can flatten that out if you want to, just with a butter knife or your finger. And do these little... Do we need to put clouds in here? Do we need to put clouds in here? That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Oops. Scrape that off, no big deal. And I'll just put that sunbeam there. I also happen to have an orange one, so I'm going to go, well, I'm going to go with the orange sun right here in the middle, like a sunset or a sunrise. Alright, so now with this round tip on the white, see how that's coming out? The motion I'm going to do is just little squeeze and kind of make a little dot. And I'm going to layer those in a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1. So that's kind of how I make my cloud. Smooth it out a bit. So we'll see how much room we have on these cupcakes. There's a little cloud. We need to put in a little cloud here. We need to put in a little cloud here just to cover our mistakes. We can also do it that way. A little swirly swirl. Kind of low on the horizon. We'll swirl this one in too. There we go. Grass, sun, and clouds. Now let's have a look at them all together. Alright, so here we are. We've got a lovely set of spring-themed cupcakes. Tulips made with a round tip, and sunshine and clouds. Alright you guys, thank you so much for joining me making spring-themed cupcakes. Please click one of these boxes hanging out around my head and it'll take you to a YouTube recommended video or to my cake decorating playlist itself. I would love to see you over there, and I don't know, once you get over there, leave me a comment. I'll get back to you. I hope you had fun cake decorating with me today, and I will see you next time on the channel.